Me now is the Democratic Congresswoman from the state of California, Judy Chu. She represents the Altadena area, which was largely affected by those wildfires. Congresswoman Chu, thanks for being back with us tonight. Always nice speaking with you.
Thanks for having me.
So the last time we spoke, Congresswoman, it was like a week or so after the fires. They were still very much happening in your hometown, and you told me that your residents were having frustrations with FEMA. Some of them couldn't get through on the portal, were getting denied. President Trump is talking about FEMA being terminated. One of your colleagues on the Democratic side of the aisle, Congressman Moskowitz, says it should be reporting into the White House and get out of the Department of Homeland Security. Where are you right now on what needs to happen with FEMA, given what you've witnessed in your hometown over the last month?
Well, I have to say that FEMA came to our area immediately, and they immediately started reaching out to the disaster survivors. They set up the Disaster Recovery Center. Now, I did raise the issue of our frustrations with the denials that they were issuing. And actually, what they told us is that these denials were not denials. They were denials based on not having enough information, and that the survivors still needed to continue talking to FEMA. And so we said, you have to change the letter that is given to the survivors and make it so that it is a pending issue and not that it's a denial. Now, I have to give them a lot of credit because they did change it. They changed the letter, and now it's much clearer to the survivors to where they are in the process.
So where do you think the agency goes from here? Again, because the president is talking about possibly terminating it. You've had Democrats say we need some reform. Where are you? You've had a first row seat to this over the last month.
I think that would be a huge mistake. They certainly have been very responsive to our survivors in this area, and they have dispensed millions of dollars to thousands upon thousands of survivors. They work over 12 hours a day, just serving them day in, day out. And their immediate response is what's really necessary, especially in a disaster of this size.
There's a question in your hometown right now about the convention center there, with whether or not it should be expanded. With the Olympics coming around the corner, and how much time, money, and effort should be placed on focusing on the Olympics there in 2028. Rick Caruso, who lost his mayoral race to Karen Bass, said it is unconscionable that the city is now saying they have to delay critical construction for the Olympics. What's the balance here, Congresswoman?
Well, I am totally focused on making sure that our survivors are on the road to recovery and that they rebuild. Now, I do have to say that not all the areas that are involved with the Olympics are in the disaster areas. So I think we need to have a discussion, and there have to be plans that are put together on how we can ensure the recovery of our survivors in the Eaton fire and in the Palisades fire, and have an assessment as to which buildings need to be ready for the Olympics. I don't have an assessment of that, so that assessment must be done.
Congresswoman Judy Chu represents the Altadena area, with us once again live here on the Hill. Congresswoman, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.